bring you a 3-minute digest of what happened in China's business sector. This is China Business Now by 21st Century Business Herald. Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie Lee. Our top stories today. China's total import and export expanded 27.1% year-on-year to reach 18.07 trillion yuan in the first half of 2021, of which exports increased 28.1% to reach 9.85 trillion yuan, and imports rose 25.9% to stand at 8.22 trillion yuan, according to data released by the General Administration of Customs on Tuesday. China's foreign trade volume has achieved positive year-on-year growth for 13 consecutive months. China-EU trade jumped 26.7% from a year ago to 2.52 trillion yuan in the first half, representing a 13.9% of China's total trade volume, which makes EU the second largest trade partner of China following ASEAN. The Ministry of Education on Tuesday announced that after-school services are scheduled to achieve full coverage in all compulsory education schools starting this fall. Schools will provide after-school services from Monday to Friday, at least 2 hours per day after school, making it possible for parents to pick up their children after work. Update on COVID-19. 2 new locally transmitted cases were reported yesterday, one from Yunnan and the other from Jiangsu province. Some towns in Jiangxi, Zhejiang, and Jiangsu announced that individuals who haven't been vaccinated with COVID shot could be banned from public places like hospitals, schools, care homes, and libraries. The global COVID-19 vaccination distributor COVAX will receive more than 100 million doses from the Chinese companies Sinopharm and Sinovac, according to the Vaccine Alliance Gavi. China has provided more than 500 million doses of COVID-19 vaccine and raw solution to more than 100 countries and international organizations around the world, equivalent to 1/6 of the current global production, said Zhao Lijian, spokesperson of the Foreign Ministry. CPC leads a centrist progress. China's new 5-year plan aims to achieve green development with peak carbon emissions by 2030 and carbon neutrality by 2060. This will be a challenge to achieve as China is still in its process of urbanization and industrialization. Although China's emissions continue to grow, carbon intensity per unit GDP had fallen by 48% in the 15 years up to the end of 2019. China has also been making efforts to expand its forest area. In 1978, the government approved the 3 North Shelter Forest program in an effort to hold the expansion of deserts. Since then, the forest coverage in this northern region has risen from 5% to 13%. It now forms one of China's biggest strips of planted trees. 23% of the land in China was covered by forest in 2020, more than doubled than in 1950s, and it aims to reach 26% by 2035. Switching gears to industry and company news, China's Ministry of Commerce on Monday pledged to actively expand the integrated pilot zones for cross-border e-commerce to cultivate new competitive edges in foreign trade. Some cities have submitted applications to the State Council for the establishment of new pilot zones, and the ministry will join relevant departments in carrying out related work. Zhang Jingdong, the billionaire founder of Chinese retailing conglomerate Suning Holdings, stepped down as chairman of the e-commerce arm Suning.com in a major leadership shuffle after the debt-ridden conglomerate got a 1.36 billion bailout from state investor and Alibaba Group. China's antitrust regulator unconditionally approved on Tuesday Tencent Holdings' plan to take the country's number 3 search engine Sogou private in a $3.5 billion deal. After the transaction is completed, Sogou will become a wholly owned subsidiary of Tencent. Tencent closed at 555.5 Hong Kong dollars, up 3.93% on Tuesday. The market value of China's lithium-ion battery giant Kettle rose to close 1.35 trillion yuan intraday, closing at 563.01 yuan. Its market value stood at 1.31 trillion yuan, ranking 4th in companies listed in Asia. Cattle's price has increased over 60% this year. The Biden administration on Monday asked two federal appeals courts to dismiss the U.S. Justice Department's legal challenges to court rulings that barred a Trump-era effort to ban new downloads of Chinese video sharing app TikTok. And wrapping up with a quick look at the stock market. Chinese stocks closed higher on Tuesday with the benchmark Shanghai Composite Index up 0.53% at 3,566 points. The Shenzhen Component Index closed 0.18% higher at 15,189 points. Chinex Index historically surpassed the benchmark Shanghai Composite Index at around 9 a.m. today for the first time and then fell in fluctuation. That's it for today. Tune in tomorrow on China Business Now by 21st Century Business Herald. Goodbye.